Hello, everybody. I'm elainabahm, your psychic medium, and welcome to the month of July. This video is all for my sun, moon, rising, Aries friends. So like always, I have pulled some oracle cards, I've pulled a tarot card, and I pulled an angel message card to let you know what you need to know for the month of July. All right, Aries, this is really interesting. So I've already pulled the cards. Spirit has a very specific message for you for this month. And it's kind of like, it's really interesting. So let me just stop humming and hawing about it. And let me just tell you about it. For the month of July, you're going to have to change courses. I'm not talking about literally courses at school. Yeah, you have to change your course of action. That's probably a better phrase for it. What you've always done and what has always worked for you is not the best way to move forward for the month of July, because it's really interesting. Spirit starts off your spread with the stag. The stag is all about pride and leadership. Please hold your head up high. You've made it to the top of the mountain. You've done good. You're a natural leader. You're a natural teacher. Please be very proud of how far you've come. Spirit doesn't deny your ability, how smart you are, how strategic you are, and your ability to be that natural born leader. Spirit doesn't doubt that at all. But what Spirit wants is trying to say to you, for the month of July, I know you're very strategic, Aries. I know you're very, like, you love strategy, you like scheduling, you like figuring things out, you like to have a plan, you like to have a certain course of action. But what Spirit wants you to do for the month of July, they want you to be the novice. Enjoy being a beginner and be more curious for the month of July rather than strategic. Let things come to you this time. Instead of you being the leader, taking the bull by the horns, instead of you being the one in charge, telling everybody what to do, dictating what has to be done and when it needs to be done, kind of take a step back and view your environment through a beginner, a novice's perspective, and be more curious, okay? And I'm going to get to why when I get to your tarot cards. And Spirit wants you to pay attention to your connection with Spirit. Pay attention to that gut intuition. Pay attention to your heart intuition. Pay attention to the repetitive thoughts in your head. And Spirit says, look, Aries, I know I'm taking you out of your element by doing this. This is not who you like to be. You like to be very strategic, very analytical, very calculated. But Spirit wants to let you know you're very well protected. Spirit's walking side by side with you for the month of July while you take this different course of action, because the tarot cards that Spirit picked for you, I got two. I got Five of Michael, and Five of Michael says this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. See, the problem, Aries, is you're very calculated. You like to know what the end in mind is. You like to know how things are going to unfold, how they, like, you basically, you want to know the whole course of action because you already know what the outcome's going to be. But for the month of July, Spirit's saying, you know what? I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be more curious and stop being attached to the outcome, because when you're so attached to the outcome, you miss all the other signs and all the other opportunities that show up because you're just so focused on a particular outcome. You miss all the other signs. And the other tarot card I picked for you was Seven of Michael, and Seven of Michael says this: there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So really interesting. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. So Aries, I know you like to figure things out on your own. I already know you like to pre-plan things. But for the month of July, whatever shows up and whatever it is you have to work on or fix or expand on, working alone is not your best course of action. So bring other people in to help strategize with you, to help give you other ideas. Because the angel message card I got for you is Teresa. And Teresa says this: time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So stop making yourself the leader and the forefront person for the month of July. Let other people take the reign on this. It doesn't mean they're better than you. They're going to take your job. Like, don't worry about those insecurities. I need you to, for the month of July, just step back and you need a more clear picture. But the main message for you, Aries, is this: what's always worked for you, how you always done business up to this point, is not going to work for you in July. So get curious on other ways of doing it and allow help and other people to come in and steer the ship for a bit, because I think you'll be really amazed on the outcome, because you're going to get amazed on the outcome because you never saw this was possible, because you can't, because you've always liked being in your box. So Aries, let me know what shows up for you for the month of July, and let me know how this plays out for you. I'm really curious, but being in this vulnerable is sometimes a really good thing. Have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you soon.